Hello, welcome back. So, what a week it's been. I mean, it's Thursday today. I'm sure everybody has been seeing what's been going on in the news in the Middle East, the UAE, and all around us. It's been a bit of a crazy one. Something that's never happened here in Dubai or the UAE. So, I thought I'd jump on here and kind of do a quick video. I know there's been a lot of brokers that I've been speaking to that are just a bit uncertain, a bit lost in terms of what to focus on, what to kind of do in terms of their business and how to advise their clients. So I thought, let's just jump on here real quick and just discuss it. So, my name's Ashley, I'm your real estate COO. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Your Real Estate COO. My name's Ashley and I'm here to help you level up your game. I'll be your Chief Operating Officer to your success. Let's dive in. Right, okay, so obviously, it's been last Saturday that we had this situation started here in the UAE, and since then it's kind of been on and off throughout the week, and nobody really knows what's kind of going on or what the next steps are when it comes to this whole situation. I say this situation because I don't want to say the word in case this video gets blocked. But I think when it comes to Dubai and it comes to real estate, we have to really be ready for how we deal with what's going to be coming over the next few weeks and few months. So as a broker, I think right now is going to be super crucial in terms of how you deal with your current pipeline, with your clients, if you want to succeed. Now there's two kind of sides to this. Now, when it's from a broker's point of view, I really do feel like this is going to be a big test for a lot of brokers currently in the market. What do we say? There's 50,000 brokers, 25,000 registered, and the rest probably unregistered. So up to 50,000 brokers that are currently in the market. I would say out of those brokers, probably 80%, 90% of them aren't that great. A lot of them fell into real estate. A lot of them aren't taking it as seriously as what they should do. So I do feel that this situation that's going on right now is probably going to be the deciding factor whether these brokers stay in the market or they leave. Now, I feel like if you're a broker that knows your market, that's able to have decent conversations with your clients, meaning your sellers and your buyers, and you're able to add value, these are the brokers that are going to succeed. These are the brokers that are going to flourish in this market. Unfortunately, the brokers that do shy away from maybe making the phone calls, that don't quite know what's going on in their market, and aren't able to have good conversations, these are the ones that are going to struggle. So, if you've not been doing deals before, you might struggle to do deals now. I always feel like in any market, good brokers will always make money. They may make a bit less money, but they're still going to make money. They might make even more money. I remember when I was back in the UK when the credit crunch hit. That year, I can't remember which year it was now, late 2000s, but that year I probably went on to make the most money I did in my London career because there was a lot of opportunists that wanted to take advantage of the market and either buy or sell. So for me, it was actually not a bad situation for me to be in as a broker at that time, or even a manager at that time. In Dubai, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of people, or few people, that will take this opportunity to maybe invest in property. Okay, so you're going to get opportunists like investors. Let's say the market, the sales market does cool down a little bit in terms of pricing. You're going to see investors that are looking for good deals because they realize that it's the best time to buy. Because they know in 6 or 12 months' time, these deals aren't going to be around anymore. So they will always take the opportunity to invest at this type of, in this type of market. You might find first-time buyers or regular buyers that were priced out of their community they wanted to buy in. Maybe it's becoming a bit more reachable now. Maybe they're able to afford the property that they wanted 6 months ago or 12 months ago. So they then start getting interest back into the market. When it comes to sellers, I do feel that, over the course of the next few weeks, sellers will probably hold on to find out what's going on in the market. So don't be surprised if you've got a lot of sellers that say that they're now going to keep hold of their property for the foreseeable future to see what happens. That's okay. I mean, some people will hold on to their assets to figure out what's going on. All you can do in that situation is just keep in touch with these people, give them regular updates as to what's going on. And hopefully you can kind of just keep that relationship going until they're at a point where they want to sell again. Again, as buyers, you're going to want to make sure that you stick with the buyers that are motivated to purchase. So that's going to be the investors, that's going to be the first-time buyers, or the people now that are that are able to afford to buy a property. So this is what I'll be doing if I was a broker. So communication is definitely going to be strong and high on the list if you want to succeed going forward over the next 3 to 6 months. When it comes to what to focus on a day-to-day basis, now this week is a bit difficult because, most companies have been working from home for the last few days. So I think it's been their first day back in the office today. If it was me and I was a broker, I'd be focusing on a couple of things. I'll be focusing on my current database. So maybe that's going to be your active listed properties. So first of all, I'll be making sure I contact all my sellers and my landlords. First of all, to make sure that they're okay and to find out where their head's at. Are they still in the market to sell or rent their property? And then ask them if they have any questions that, they maybe have some issues or some concerns. It's your time then to kind of give them your feedback in terms of where you see things are. Remember, we are not politicians. We are, brokers. We are advisors when it comes to the market. So I wouldn't kind of tell information or say information that you don't know just to show that you're talking. Try and give professional advice. Try and give real advice that's going to kind of, give them confidence in you as a person. So that's the first thing that I would do. I'd contact all my landlords and all my sellers just to find out where they're at in terms of the market and if they're still looking to sell or rent their property. I would then contact all my buyers and my tenants again to find out where they're at. First of all, make sure they're okay and their family's okay, but then to find out if they're still, interested in purchasing. You're going to find a lot of people will hold off, which is completely fine. Just need to keep the lines of communication open with them. But the ones that are interested, that are motivated, they should be hot on your list. So then it's for you then to put them on your hot list and then try and match and find the properties that they're looking for. Be prepared for people to be unrealistic in terms of pricing, but you're going to have to then give your professional advice. You're not quite sure the market's there at the minute, but obviously, if anything does change, you'll let them know. So, you have to advise and be honest. If their pricing is unrealistic, then let them know this, because there'll be a lot of buyers that are looking for distressed deals at this time when there might not be as many around at this moment as we speak. When it comes to if you're a newer broker in the market and you don't have a database of properties or you don't have pocket listings that you can try and convert, I would then maybe do some touting for properties that are listed online. So I would maybe go, if you're in sales, maybe look at listings that have been online for the last month and then reverse engineer it. So go from oldest to newest, because then the properties that have been online for a month, 6 weeks, a couple of months are more than likely going to want to have conversations with you because they might be more motivated to try and get a result. Saying that, listings that have just come on the market, we know that these sellers are probably more motivated as well. So don't forget those ones, because you might be able to try and get them on your radar. It doesn't matter if you can't list the properties, you just want to make sure that you've got properties that are available in your pocket so you can offer them to your clients. So if they're telling you that the property is available and they don't want you to list it, that's okay, that's fine. You can work on building that relationship to the point where they're confident in letting you list the property. But the most important thing is that you understand the property is available and you can put it on your list of pocket listings. So then when you do get these clients come through, you can look for your list and see if there's anything that matches. This is what I'd be doing. Now also, aside from touting, your properties, I would also maybe put an emphasis on trying to build up a good, healthy stock when it comes to leasing. As we know, leasing or rentals is going to be quick money. Okay, so it's going to keep you ticking over. People always have to rent. Okay, people always have to rent. They might change their mind from buying at the specific time and they might rent. So, I feel like sometimes the market shifts this way. If the sales market cools down, the rental market normally ramps up. So I would be ready for this and I would be mindful and I would have a good list of properties available for rent. There's two things here. It's going to keep you fed over the next few months in terms of deals coming through, but also it's going to be useful to your clients because they might shift from being looking for properties to buy to rent. So I would also look at building up your rental stock as well to get you through the next 3 to 6 months. Now I'm not saying that it's going to be 3-6 months. It could be sooner that things turn around. The good thing about Dubai is that Dubai always bounces back. Okay, so the crash happened, back in the mid 2000s, market bounced back again. COVID happened, market bounced back again. Even down to the floods. When the floods happened here a couple of years ago, we bounced straight back again. So Dubai is one of these places. We're resilient, we're strong. No matter what crisis is thrown at it, we always bounce back. Okay, so we've got to keep that narrative in our minds. We know that there's going to be a change in the market, but you have to be ready for this. Don't let the market be the reason why you're not closing deals or doing your job. There's always deals to be had. You just might have to go fishing a bit harder to find them. Also, stay away from negativity. There are going to be brokers out there that aren't able to do their job because they don't have the resilience or the skill that's needed to close deals in a market like this. Stay away from them. They'll have a narrative in their head that they're going to try and put on everybody else. The brokers that are resilient, that have the skill, they will always close deals in a market like this. Okay, so that's what I'd also say to you guys at this moment in time. All right, so there's a lot, I know there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. You need to stay focused, allow this week to happen while we assess what's going on. Me personally, I'm taking this day by day, hour by hour. It could all change next week, which is fine. We just need a system and a process to go forward from there. Okay, right now, your system and your process should be going through all your existing database, going through all your existing clients to figure out who you can work with. That's the system and the process right now. That's the first thing. Keep yourself active, keep yourself in the game, and just be aware with what's going on. Okay, keep up to date with market updates, with the news. Be very careful what you do listen to in terms of what is going on in the world. Always rely on, reliable sources, and just be very careful what you do share on social media. So that's kind of my words of wisdom for you today. I really hope that helped, guys. Just wanted to get that off my chest and hopefully just give some people some clarity in what they need to be doing and what they need to be focusing on right now. There's still lots to do. Okay, there's still lots to do. There's still a market that's moving. We just got to keep it moving along. Okay, and adapt to the situation. This too shall pass and we will come out strong at the other end. All right, but in the meantime, stay focused and drop me any comments, drop me any questions. If anyone is a bit lost with what to do, I'll put my email address in the comments below. Feel free to reach out to me for any questions that you have or pop them here. Okay, so we can all be informed on what's going on, so we can all update each other. We've got a bit of a community going on here, so let's be that support network for everybody. All right, so until next time, I'll see you soon. Take care. Remember, in real estate, your success is my operation. If this helped you move one step closer to your goals, smash that like button and subscribe for weekly real estate strategies. Until next time, keep building your empire.